feel like we...
You're curious about the quickies for Spiral and Old and how long they've taken to come out. I have a huge backlog, yes, but those are two films that are at the end of other. So I've done a YMS review for literally every M. Night movie. I've done a YMS review for every Saw film except Jigsaw, which was like the review dash YMS format. Um, Spiral is bad enough, and that I want to do a better review on it than that. Or at least watch it twice, you know. And same with Old. So the Spiral Blu-ray showed up 2 days ago. TIFF just ended today. So yeah, the Blu-ray for Saw Spiral showed up like 2 days ago. Surprisingly fucked up in the package, so I hope the Blu-ray actually plays because the whole package was like bent. I don't know why. Um, and so I need to watch that and take notes soon. I was gonna do it yesterday, but Scoot was over and he didn't want to. He wanted to watch some other stuff instead. I was like, fine. So I guess I don't know. At some point during the week, I'm gonna have to watch it a second time and take notes because it's one of those movies where I needed to watch it again with the context of just how stupid the ending is, right? And then for Old, same deal. Like the Blu-ray comes out later this month, so I want to be able to do it with like all the full footage and everything. So that's why those took a while. And what really fucking I don't know. It's just like I'm under a lot of stress. All right, let's see. All right, sent notes to that editor for that. Yeah. So the reason why in that video that I posted what like a month ago, 2 months ago. When did Luca come out? So I posted a video on my channel called Luca something YMS update, right? Yeah. This was posted on July 11th, right? And I'm like just starting to heal from my sciatica shit. Um, the reason why I posted that and said that I wouldn't be able to get the YMS review done with any more specifying, I don't know, with any more specificity, I don't know what word, without specifying anything beyond it being out this year. The reason why I said that is because I was full aware that I was getting into film festival season really soon, right? So at the end of July, I knew that I had family visiting, right? I needed to make some time for them. And then immediately after, it's like Fantasia Fest, TIFF, and then VIF. We just finished TIFF. That's 2 out of 3. I haven't made any of the videos for these festivals yet. I've literally been doing nothing but like watching these festival movies for the past, well, in a row for the past 9 or 10 days, and then for Fantasia, like however long before that. Like, and I'm trying to get all this shit done in the meantime. Like while that's happening, I spent my Sunday stream that's supposed to be my day off. I spent that like editing while I was playing the game. You know, trying to multitask and get that podcast shit done. Right? So yeah, like it is stressful and it is very frustrating when people are like, "Eh, where's the Lion King review?" It's like I didn't know I was gonna get fucking injured. I really didn't know I was gonna get fucking injured by overworking myself. And like I'm faced with this shit where I have to be like, okay, am I gonna like try to appease these people by putting in overtime and making my arm even worse? And then I'm like, what? I'm not gonna be able to fucking play instruments for the rest of my life? Like I'm starting to like feel the strain again, and it really fucking sucks. Like I feel like absolutely fucking screwed by this. Like quite honestly, it like honestly really fucking sucks. And I'm trying to get things set up for myself where I have other editors to like take care of shit for me. You know, I'm like really trying to, you know, like I have so much for my like larger YMS projects. Like I really need to be able to have that sort of creative control. But I'm honestly like at this point, I'm like seriously considering for like the second half of the YMS review, like I might have to get somebody else to edit it, and I might have to just do like the voiceover stuff because I'm like absolutely fucked. And like it might be genetic, I don't know, but like um I really can't I really can't be overdoing it with my with my arm, or else I'm just going to permanently injure myself like my mom did, right? And that's like, I don't know if it might just be a genetic thing. I really don't know. Or it might just be just based off of how much time I spend typing and mouse and all that shit, right? Um, and it sucks because I want to get this shit done. I really do. Um, I would like right before I had to like postpone the YMS review thing. I was in that mode of like, yes, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna like fucking plow through it. I was in that mode of being like, it's the summer. I think it was like May or something. Or like, we're getting into the summer. This is the most time I have before film festival season starts. And that was my mindset. And then I had to stop so I didn't permanently. I might be permanently injured right now. I might never get back to normal. I might never get back to like 100%, right? So yeah, it's really difficult and really really fucking stressful. Especially when there are like people, and this has happened since forever. This isn't even a new thing, but there are people that like theorize and create conspiracy theories that like, oh, Adam he just sits around doing nothing all day and he just collects the Patreon money and he just hangs out and has fun and doesn't work. And it's like, fuck, like the editing streams that I do, like that's part of the process, right? That's part of the process. It's not even the full process. Like I can't review the movies without editing them. I can't review the movies without watching them, and I can't review the movies without doing the voiceover parts. And I can't manage my gaming channel without checking over those videos that other editors sent me and going over and making changes to them. Like I released an entire fucking album that took like 4 years. Um where I had no producer and I was doing that by myself pretty much. Um that got released last year. I'm dealing with all this bullshit over YouTube, like constantly like fucking with my videos, demonetizing them, and also literally stealing my subscribers and giving them to somebody else on my music shit, which I talked about on the podcast like an episode or two ago. And I'm going to have to actually make a video about that. And that's going to take time. Trying to understand and recognize and come to terms with the fact that I overwork myself while people are telling me that I don't work hard enough is a very difficult thing to do. And I'm trying really hard to like force myself to take time off because I genuinely feel uncomfortable when I take time off. Like I feel like shit when I'm not getting enough stuff done. Like if I have like family or something visiting me, like I get stressed out because I know that I'm not like getting shit done. And I have to like actually force myself and learn to be able to like just actually just fucking not be working for like periods of time. Yeah. So yeah, it's very stressful, and I'm trying to figure things out, and I'm trying to navigate doing this shit, being self-employed and responsible for the livelihoods of other people that are working for me at the same time. While also trying to not injure myself any further than I already have, which might already be a permanent injury. So, yeah, I'm a little stressed. Thank you. All right. Yeah, but so yeah, like I literally had to stop editing my YMS Lion King thing so I could actually heal. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to work on my 2016 list. I got to watch a bunch of movies. Watching movies doesn't necessarily involve editing. I can skip to that part of the process of another video that I have to do anyway. And then I sat on the couch for like a month while I had my arm in like ice packs and shit, both arms. And then I got sciatica in my left leg / lower left back because I sat on the couch too much. And I have this problem where I don't half-ass things and I go really hard on everything. And it's a problem that's involved like part of me micromanaging so much about like even when other editors work on things, I'm always like, okay, no, you got to change this and blah, 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 blah. And, like it has to be this way. And yeah, because I don't half-ass anything, and because I go so hard on everything, I just wind up hurting myself, and it's a very consistent thing in my life. Like fuck, like I'm trying to get other shit done. I'm trying to like clean my room, which is like half done now. I've managed to fit in time for that every so often. But like yeah, like when I was doing my organizing my schedule for like TIFF and VIF, I'm like trying to get that shit done as fast as possible. And I had other stuff I was trying to do later in the day. And so I was trying to get like 8 hours of work done in 5 hours with my VIF schedule. And I noticed that I was doing it really quickly. And so despite me healing for the most part on my right wrist, which is my main dominant hand, and now that I'm, obviously using this trackball mouse for, which has been helping. Despite that, I overdid it, and I'm starting to feel the symptoms again. They're not nearly as bad as the worst that they were when I was recovering. When I decided I needed to like take a break from my YMS review editing shit, but it's like I don't know. I gotta like not overdo it, or else I'm absolutely fucked. And there's a constant flow.
You're better than all that shit at Doom. Keep it up and take care of yourself above everything. Imagine 46 lave. Also, we still hate Chantal. Fuck off. This accent is incomprehensible.
Thank you, fanboy. I appreciate it. I think part of what people don't understand about like creating long form content while simultaneously creating short form content is they compare my long form content to other creators that only create long form content, and they think like, oh well, this video only takes a couple months to make or something like that. Which obviously, I mean, you would have to account for a lot of the prep work, research, blah blah blah. How many times do they watch it? How much footage are they working with? Blah blah blah. Kimbo was like over 3,500 minutes. But anyway, what they don't understand is like the short form content takes up a lot of time too. And so when you're trying to get these both done at the same time, imagine like trying to meet deadlines for a bunch of tiny things while you're trying to meet a deadline for like a long thing, right? The tiny things are going to take precedent because the deadline's coming up quickly, right? On the average day. So if an editor sends me shit that I have to watch over from my gaming channel, or if it's a review for like a movie that's in theaters, or a review for a film festival that's happening now, like I'm not gonna spend the next couple months finishing up my Lion King review and then release my film fest shit after the film festival season is already stopped. Because that, like, if I'm trying to get press at these film festivals and I'm trying to get press accreditation, like, that's probably a bad sign to release it, like, the year after, right? So I'm trying to get that shit done, too. I'm just going to try and explain the rest of the shit, because this will probably be a highlight. I mean, it probably should, if there's still people asking me, like, 4 times a day where the Lion King review is, right? Anyway, so trying to make long-form content while trying to make short-form content. And although I have editors doing the bulk of the work for the short form content when it comes to gaming channel and quickies and YMS stuff, me having to go over those things and make changes along the way still takes a lot of time, and also communicating with the editors, trying to get that managed. Obviously I have to watch the movies and do the recording and all that stuff. That all takes up a good amount of time. And so when I'm in this literally spending every day watching these movies that I can't review unless I watch them, and the film festival's happening within like a 9-10 day period, and there was just another film festival before that, and there's another one coming up, then I know that it's really unrealistic for me to be able to focus on my YMS review, because all the time that I'm spending doing this is like okay, so this is like a week and a half of film festival shit that I was doing. That's a week and a half worth of other shit that my other editors are working on that is now piled up that I need to like look over, right? And so that takes up another day. That takes up maybe another 2 days, like, and I can't just, like stop everything to work on only my YMS review. Because not only will that mean that there's no income coming, from ad rev on my YMS channel, but that also means that there's no content for any of the patrons. And not every single patron is just only subscribed for the YMS content. Some people like the quickies, some people like the top 10 lists, some people like, the other shorter, not necessarily shorter, but the reviews, I guess we're calling them the mid-range reviews of stuff that's in theaters. Some people like the Adam and Pals, some people like the commentaries, And this is all shit that I'm like juggling at the same time, and it's all shit that I'm trying to get out. So I'm trying to make sure that there's a constant feed of content while working on the longer form stuff. But if I only focused on the longer form stuff, then there wouldn't be any content except for every, like, I don't know, 4 months. And then the people who I'm paying to be editors would be out of a job, you know? And I'm trying to grow my gaming channel. I'm trying to turn that into something that I can profit off of someday. Right now, I'm spending more money on it existing than I'm getting from it, but I see the value in something that could eventually take off. It's a slow grind, but so is life. So is my YMS channel was too. And so I'm trying to juggle all these things at once. And I think, as I mentioned in my YMS update video, I should be able to get a part 1 of my Lion King YMS review out this year. So far, if you look back at the history of YMS videos, like big YMS projects, there has been about 1 per year for, I don't know, the past 4 or 5 years anyway. So it's like, this isn't with this being like a part 1 and it's like 2 hours long. It's already like the second longest YMS review. Even if that was the whole thing, it would still be the second longest one, and it's still out within this year, and there was still one out last year. We're still on track, okay? Like, this isn't even really late. If you've been subscribed to the channel this amount of time, what I sacrificed this past year was not even the YMS Lion King review. It was my fucking list videos. Those ones haven't been that is a noticeable gap. There should have been a list video posted within the past year, and there hasn't been. That fucking sucks, because I know people like those, and I like making those, and I like discovering those movies, and I like watching those movies and trying to find things that people can, watch my video and discover things that they love, right? So even if I'm posting my part 1 of the Lion King YMS review this year, it's still the same like frequency, really, as like any other year. It's just that I announced this one a lot longer ago, and so people are becoming impatient. And I thought it would be out so much earlier. And every time I say a date about when it's going to be out, I'm telling you what I believe, okay? I don't lie about that shit. You could call me naive and stupid, yes. You could say that I'm unrealistic about the goals that I set, yes. But I believe it when I say it. And I'm almost done my part 1. I really just need to do some audio shit, and then like there's like 10 minutes worth at the end that I need to like figure out editing wise. But I can do that by myself, provided that I'm literally like not at my worst with my wrist when I'm doing that. But I just need people to be patient and understand that I'm trying to make some lifestyle changes in order to accommodate everything that's happening across all my channels and accommodate the fact that I've literally injured myself by working too hard thus far, and that I need to make these lifestyle changes, or else I'm absolutely fucked, and I will be regretting my decisions that I make now for the rest of my life if I don't have like properly working tendons and arms. Like I can't, I don't want to be unable to play instruments. I really don't. That's not something I want to imagine, right? So.
Hey guys, it's September now, so here's an update to the Patreon credits. The $5 and up patrons are Wholesome 100, Big Chunkus, Lemonade Warrior, Big Weld from Robots the Animated Movie, Serazer, Dwyer Tarantino, Jacob Arndt, Zachary Kane, Samjul, Chi.exe, Gothic Sith, Mandelbro, Kel Hunt, Wales, Bo the Doggo, Boards of Cinema, Kai Butcher, Pit Inhabitant, Gabriel Herrera, Splat, Hoofy Doe, Olivia Spores, Ocean Machinery, and Malav Shah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.